You're watching Car Babble. I'm Ewan, and this is the BMW X3, the 20D xDrive M Sport. Now, if you want to get into premium mid-size SUV, brand new, well, they're all very expensive, and this one new is at least 47 grand before you put on fancier powertrains or options or anything. So, as a used buy, potentially could this be better value? Well, this is the 2019 model and it's the pre-facelift, but it's very well spec'd. We'll talk about that later. So I thought I'd try and explore for you the value proposition of this car and how it compares to its rivals. In this video, I'm going to talk about the interior, the practicality, the infotainment, the looks, and the next video I'm going to talk about the driving experience. So if you enjoy my videos, don't forget to like and subscribe, otherwise buckle up and let's get into it. Now let's talk briefly about the looks of this car, but you let me know in the comments what you think, because looks are subjective. In my opinion, this is a very nice looking car, but I also really like the proportions of it. And it's an SUV, and we'll talk about the space and practicality shortly, but I think it's packaged really well and it won't be an absolute nightmare to park either. But this one is the M Sport, so it's got a few sporty touches, and you can tell with this M badge. But it's also got the M Sport Plus pack, which means it's got 20-inch rims on it, and those are really, really nice in my opinion. This also has adaptive suspension, thank goodness for that given the size of the rims, but we'll talk about the comfort in the next video. But yeah, I really like the colour of the paint, and it's also got the black pack, so you get black roof rails, black grille, black exhaust pipes. Really, really like the looks of this car. Let me know what you think. Now let's take a look in the boot of the X3, but before we do that, let's just quickly point out that this nice high definition rear view camera doesn't have a wash system, so it will get dirty very easily and you'll have to clean it loads, otherwise your reversing camera will be an utterly useless feature. So I digress. When we open the boot, power tailgate, and it opens at a reasonable pace, so that's good unlike some cars. And this is a really decent square shape, 550 litres with the seats up and 1600 with the seats down, and you can split them 40, 20, 40, which is great. So if you've got kids on either side, but you've got something long to put in there, you can do that easily. Loads of tie down points, you've got a 12 volt and a hook for bags. Really do like the shape of this boot, and no load lip either as well. If you want to put the seats down, you have to do it manually around the sides, but that's no biggie. Underneath here, no spare tyre, but the load cover, which gives you privacy, can fit under there, which is great. And then if you lift it up further, you've got even more space, so you can put something like a laptop in there if you want privacy. I really, really like this boot. So the back seat of the X3 is super, super spacious. Seats in my driving position, I'm 5'9", I've got loads of knee room. Toe room's great as well, although you can't recline the seats, you can't properly spread out, but yeah, really pretty happy with that. Headroom's decent too, so 6-footers will be absolutely fine back here. You could get 3 people sitting abreast here as well. Transmission tunnel's not massively high either, which is great for the middle person's legs. And the middle seat is firmer and it's not soft as there too, but it is quite flat, the whole bench, so it's like, it's not going to feel totally weird for 3 people to sit back here for long journeys. You've also got air vents in the middle and climate control and 2 USB-Cs, and the elbow rest on the doors are soft and squidgy. You've got decent door bins, you've got a big bottle space and a bit more at the back there, but they're not felt lined, so things will rattle about. You've also got center armrest, and that's really squidgy, and cup holders, which are adaptive and they're built in, but you can hide them away so your elbow's not going in the hole. So that's good. And you've got this ambient lighting bar going around the car, which will look really cool at night. Really good visibility. No pockets on the back of the front seat, so which is interesting. But yeah, overall, this is a really spacious back seat. Quality in the BMW X3 is really, really, really good. Nothing moves, everything feels built like a tank, but everything's so soft and squidgy where you would touch it. The elbow points, oh, amazing, like a couch. The steering wheel, possibly the softest, squidgiest steering wheel I've ever held. It's fantastic. That is just wonderful to put in your hands. It's so tactile and easy to grip. Absolutely love that. Other touch points that you barely touch are really soft as well. Love the look of the dash and this chrome effect. Everything just looks really techy but modern, but really well finished. Indicator stalks really well damped. The buttons really well damped, and the door close, high quality door close as well. Quality is excellent, but the seats are not the best. They're okay, they hug you in quite well, and you can adjust the bolsters as well, so that's good. But compared to like a Volvo XC60, these seats are nowhere near as good. And even my F30 3 Series that I keep talking about, that's got comfier seats. This generation of 3 Series and X3 don't get the comfiest seats, and other BMWs I think have the same ones. If you go to like the 5 Series, they get a lot better, but I don't really find these that soft and squidgy, and I think over long journeys you could find them a bit firm, and the owner of this car says that is exactly the case. So that is a little bit of a chink in the armour, but the driving position is pretty good, and the steering wheel, I could hold it all day long. My elbows are comfy, I could really just crack on driving, and I do feel like I could get into a sporty position as well. Now, Cubbies is an area in a lot of cars where I think they just don't give it enough attention, whereas in the X3 they did. This centre bin is really deep and big, and you've got a USB-C port in there, and you've got a space at the front with a couple of well-positioned cup holders. I really like that for grabbing my drink. And they're decent depth, and they've got teeth as well to hold your bottle in place. You've got a wireless charging pad at the front here and a bit more space, and a USB port. And then the door bins, you've got a big bottle area there and a bit of space back here, but it's not a felt line, so things could rattle about. But decent size. And then the glove box, pretty good size as well. No sunglasses holder, but overall Cubbies is good. Now, this digital cockpit's had quite a lot of stick. A lot of people have slagged it off, saying that it's not customizable enough, like an Audi's, for example. And a Mercedes one has got way better colours for sure, but all the information's there that you need. Your digital speedo, your rev counter, you know, oil temperature, diesel, etc. And you've got a head-up display with a tech pack, and it's ace, and it's got all the information you could possibly need. So you're never really going to need to look at that anyway, as long as you're not wearing polarized sunglasses. So it's great, I've no problem with it at all, but yeah, it's not particularly customizable. This infotainment system though, and how you control it, absolutely is. This is a great, great system. This is iDrive 7, touchscreen, rotary controller, gesture control, voice control, shortcut buttons. I mean, you have every option here on how to control this, and I love that. I don't think any of its rivals offer as many ways to control the infotainment system as this, possibly Audi, but really, it really gives you all the options you want to do things the way you want to do it. Really easy to use, really intuitive, no lag, brilliant system. You can get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as an option. And yeah, you've still got your old school rotary controller, which Audi did away with, and this is the best thing ever, and I hope BMW stick with it. No, they haven't. They've got rid of it as well, I just remembered. But this one has great shortcut buttons, and you've also got your drive modes, and this one has adaptive M Sport suspension, which comes as part of the M Sport Plus pack. So it'll be interesting to see how that makes a difference to the ride, but this old school shifter as well. Love this whole center console. Easy to find buttons, and muscle memory kicks in, and then you've got physical buttons for your air conditioning and heating. Brilliant. And then you've got some shortcut buttons there as well. Absolutely fantastic. The steering wheel buttons control your cruise control on the left, and if you had adaptive cruise, which this doesn't, then you'd have it there. On the right, you've got your telephone and your voice control and other features too as well. Absolutely brilliant system. The whole techie interface here is just fabulous. So the basic spec is the SE, then you get the X line, then this M Sport. But as standard with the SE spec, you do get adaptive LED headlights. You also get DAB radio, and you get an automatic tailgate as well. So there are a few little bits and pieces in there that you would expect and want. But the M Sport gets this bigger 10.25-inch screen, and I think that is definitely something you want to have, and this digital cockpit. So those are features that really transform the look of the car. Now, this car has a couple of really key option packs, and I'm just going to read off some of the stuff about them because it's easier. This has the M Sport Plus package, which includes 20-inch M Light alloy double spoke style M wheels with bi-colour orbital grey inserts. So basically like diamond cut alloys, and they look really good, I think. It's got M Sport braking system, variable sport steering, and adaptive suspension, which would be good to see what that's like when we get it on the road. It's also got the M seat belts with the lines that are different colours on them, which is cool, and it's got sun protection glass. And it has a technology package, which includes the head-up display, the Harman Kardon loudspeaker system, which sounds amazing. Just like in my F30, fabulous sound. If you like your tunes, definitely get that. Enhanced Bluetooth with wireless charging, BMW gesture control, so you can basically waft your hands to change stations and volume and stuff. Bit gimmicky if you ask me. And Wi-Fi hotspot preparation. So that's really good. However, it is missing a couple of key features that you would think would be included with a car of this price. Keyless entry, for example, don't have that. Lumbar support, don't have that. And electric seats and all that sort of stuff. That's all part of other packs. And it doesn't have adaptive cruise control, which you can get in a Toyota Corolla as standard. But that is part of an option pack as well, and I would love to have that in any car I had. So who are the competitors for this car? Well, you've got the Audi Q5, the Mercedes GLC, the Volvo XC60, the Jaguar F-Pace, and the Land Rover Discovery Sport. And then there's electrified versions of these sorts of cars, like the BMW iX3, for example, you know. So if you want to go that way, that's a whole nother kettle of fish. But yeah, this car has a lot of rivals, and they all do things differently. But in terms of how this one drives, that will be the key thing, I think, to seeing where this sits compared to its rivals. But really, all the competitors are going to be between 25 and 35 grand for, say, a 2018 to 2019 plate with up to 40 to 60,000 miles on the clock. You're going to be in that kind of ballpark. This one, probably with the 20D xDrive, going from about 24 grand onwards. And with this spec, I would like to think somewhere around 26 to 28 grand, you would probably get one of these. But what I really like about this is, obviously I said before, if you wanted to buy a new one of these, it's going to cost you an absolute fortune. But the facelift didn't make that many major changes, and the tech in this pre-facelift is still really modern, really good. If you get one with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto particularly, that's good. Really feel like this is still a very modern feeling car. So if you're looking at one that's brand new, those sort of prices, versus one that's in the mid-20s, that's where I think the value is, to be honest. So I would really look for one of these as a used buy if I was wanting to buy one, because I think that is great value for what you're getting with this car. I mean, I could be biased because I've got a BMW and I love BMWs, but it doesn't really surprise me that I love this car from what I've seen of it so far. It's so practical, it's great for families. Unless you've got a stupidly big family, this will do probably the job for you. The tech's great, it really works, it's so well built. The only thing I'm not a big fan of are the seats. They're not the comfiest. But yeah, I'm really struggling to find things that are really negative to say about this car, but I'm really excited to drive it, because that's really why you buy a BMW, isn't it? So stick around for part 2 while we discuss that. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a comment with your thoughts on it, and drop me a like as well, and consider subscribing because there's loads more coming up on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.